I'm on my way to Tokyo to work on a documentary, and I have a 14-hour layover in Shanghai. The flights were the cheapest I could find. When I arrived, I found a cheap hotel near the airport that let me rent a room by the hour, which was good enough for me. I flew into Shanghai from Melbourne, and something kind of strange happened on the flight. As we were taking off, just as the wheels lost connection with the ground, I burst into tears. I cried uncontrollably for about 20 minutes, full-on weeping, convulsive sobs. I won't bore you with the details. It's not important why it happened, it just did. It was pretty embarrassing, but on the bright side, I didn't have to pee once the whole flight because it all came out of my eyes. Usually it feels good to cry, but this time I think I was just freaking out the kid sitting next to me who was trying to watch Mr. Peabody and Sherman on his iPad, a children's movie that was released 10 years ago about a dog and his human son who build a time machine.
Mr. Peabody is a genius. He also happens to be a talking dog.
Sherman's the kind of kid that everything he touches, he breaks and, messes it up and stuff. But then he's not like the normal kid because he goes back in time with his dad that's actually a dog.
Very well then. If a boy can adopt a dog, I see no reason why a dog cannot adopt a boy.
When Mr. Peabody and Sherman premiered back in 2014, I was 16 years old. Now I'm 26, and sometimes it feels like I'm still dealing with the same problems. If I told my 16-year-old self that we are flying to Japan to shoot a documentary, I think he would be very proud. But equally, if I told him I had wept uncontrollably for the first 20 minutes of the journey, he would probably say something like, "Why does that still happen?" And I would tell him, "There are things I've done that you would be proud of. I get to fly to different places and do what I love for a living. I have a stable job, and I spend a lot of time in the sunshine. I've made a lot of friends, and I had a cat once who I loved very much, but now she's buried in the backyard next to the chickens. Her eyes rolled into the back of her head when she died, and her tongue stuck out like a cartoon. Things are different now anyway. Everybody has depression, and everybody has anxiety too. They made another Hellboy movie, and it sucked. But they also made another Beetlejuice movie, and it was pretty good. Don't worry about the crying. What you really need to do is buy lots of Bitcoin. Tell mom and dad to buy Bitcoin. Tell all of your friends to buy Bitcoin. I wouldn't be depressed today if I had more money. The only thing you should worry about is accruing as much capital as possible at all costs. Get to the computer immediately. You need to trademark the phrase Hawk Tour. This will make you a very important person. Right now, at 16, people are telling you that it gets better. The truth is that it doesn't, but you get a lot better at dealing with it. When you feel sad, just make little movies about it. Trust me, everyone will love it. And if you are severely depressed, one of the best things you can do for your mental health is fly 8,000 kilometers away from your friends and family to spend 14 hours in a hotel room alone. I don't know why I can't stop crying sometimes. You don't always need to understand everything. But next time you feel that way, you should watch Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I watched it at my hotel, and it's actually pretty funny. Think about it. A dog adopts a human. It's normally the other way around.